This will be his second. The first was in 2008, and this is the second one. We are very confident that this is the man God has prepared among all the men we have in the NPP to succeed our current president, Addai-Nimoh. And we believe that with his capability and as without him, the engine of public policy in the NPP, he will be able to help bring hope to the ordinary Ghanaian. He has gone around all the 16 regions of Ghana, and like I said, we are touching the base. That is why you don't see us making a whole lot of noise. We are targeting the actual electoral college for the special voting, and by the grace of God, when we go through, we will be able to touch the grassroots as well for the general election. By the grace of the Almighty God, Honorable Agyapong will be among the first 5, bringing hope to the ordinary Ghanaian. I said earlier on to other sister stations that we've heard in the news that some aspirants are describing this government that has done so well as a NATO government. But I beg to differ. That's the same candidate has been part of this government. And so if you describe a government that has been part of since its inception as a NATO government, then who are you? So with no malice aforethought, all we are saying is that when you parade your best medical doctors and you put them to test, only one person will win. And we have all the men in the NPP to lead the party. But among them, Honorable Agyapong is the best.
So you are the third person, right? Third, yes. Okay. At what time? Can I see? He's the first. Agyapong is the first.
Oh, okay, but I'm picking for one.
Well, yes, so you are the third. Please.
You are second, yeah.
You are the second on the phone.
The form I saw, we are second on it.
Okay, the form you saw, okay.
Can you slant it a little?
Please. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not doing any interview.
Okay. No, Charlie, mobile phones should come back a little. Oh.
I think the camera needs to work. I'm not Japan.
125 09
On the form.
10 minutes.
Yes.
I'm not pretty sure. I can't remember.
Because they have a form that is written the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So about 10 minutes ago. I've been here for just about 10 minutes. No, I'm not getting. What's your name?
We just went for the forms for Honorable Addai-Nimoh. We are friends of Addai-Nimoh. We believe that he is the best person to lead the party into the next general election. If we consider the history of our elections, you will observe that after the second term of any party in government, should they use a member of the outgoing government as the presidential candidate for the next general election, the party always loses. So when you look at in 2000, when NDC used Professor Mills, the then vice president, NDC lost. In 2008, when NPP used the current president, who was then the foreign minister, we lost. In 2016, when NDC used the former president, John Mahama, they lost. So what we are saying is that if NPP can win the next general election, it has to be someone who is not part of this administration. We are looking for someone who is very noble, a person with great nobility, a person with an unblemished character, who is respected across the country, a person who is blameless, with great wisdom and understanding to lead the party into the next general election. Honorable Addai-Nimoh, people tend to have faith and trust in him. They see him to be very credible. We deal with people all over the country, and that is what we get. So we believe that if the party will go for Honorable Addai-Nimoh, the party can be assured of victory in 2024 general election. He is not part of this administration. And the history is that if we are to go for any member of this administration, the party may not be able to win. We believe that Honorable Addai-Nimoh, who is not part of this administration, is far more favorable in leading the party to win the next general election. Now, if you look at the other members of this administration who are contesting, what will NDC do? All they will do is to incite the general public against them, to subject them to public ridicule. And as a party, we do not want that. All we want is to see the party in power in 2024. That's all we want. He will not pull out. He has not abandoned his dream. We have just gone for the forms. We've paid and gone for the forms. The resources is available. We have it, and he will move.
When else you know?
Yeah, mo be so I was
A very simple process. The communique came and we followed the same thing. We had to bring a banker's draft and we brought that and we have picked our form. It's a very simple process. It's not any tedious thing. You bring your banker's draft, we have the consent of the aspirant and then they give you the form. Konadu Apraku, to start with the party faithfuls, he knows the party in and out. He was there when this party was formed. He was part of the people who drafted the manifesto of this party. As our grassroots people are disgruntled, of which they have no hope, Dr. Apraku says, look at me. Without me, there's no hope for you, because I've been there and I know when you were mobilizing people in the Central Market, Makola Market, everywhere, people were contributing. They were genuinely contributing to the patriotic party because they know that it's this party that can salvage this country out of our economic woes. So that is what Apraku brings on the table. He knows the party inside out. He started it all and he knows it all. We are not going for a popular contest, or we are not going for a beauty pageant. We are going to the party people who know the party inside out, the party people who knows that Ni patriotic parties stand for a certain principle. And if you know Dr. Apraku, who was part of the formation of this party, it means he knows the party principles. So it's not about you having a euphoria around you or a beauty contest or coming around with big party fanfare. It's not a fanfare contest. It's appealing to the party faithfuls who have the mandate to give you the nod before we appeal to Ghanaians. If you want to move forward, if any country wants to move forward, if you have to eat what you grow what you eat. And that is domestication. If that's how we put it, then we take it on board. As you can see, that's the receipt and this is the form.
You put the receipt there for us, eh?
And then the phone. And then the phone.